Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda Govinda Giridhari Govardhana Giridhari Govinda Govinda Giridhari Govardhana Giridhari Govinda Shama Sundar Madana Mohana Vrindavan Vihari Shama Shama Sundar Madana Mohana Vrindavan Vihari Shama Vrindavan Vihari Govardhan Giridhari Vrindavan Vrindavan Vihari Govardhan Giridhari Govardhan Giridhari Govardhan Vrindavan Vihari Govardhan Giridhari Vrindavan Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda Govinda Giridhari Govardhana Giridhari Shama Sundar Madana Mohana Vrindavana Vihari Vrindavana Vihari Govardhana Giridhari Govardhana Giridhari Govardhana Vrindavana Vihari Govardhana Giridhari Vrindavana Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda Giridhari Govinda Giridhari Govinda Giridhari Govinda Giridhari Mune Radha Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Deva Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Landhayate Girim Yakripagama Vande Paramanandamaharam Om Parthaya Pratibodhita Bhagavata Narayana Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Puranamina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadyayini Ambadvamanusandathami Bhagavad-gīte Bhavadveshini Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7. We shall chant from verse number 16 to 18. Together. Chaturvidha bhajante ma jana sukritinarjuna arto jignāsurartharthi jñānī ca bharatarshava तेषां ज्ञानी नित्ययुक्तः एकभक्तिर्विशिष्यते प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थम् अहं स च मम प्रियः उदारः सर्व एवैते ज्ञानी त्वात्मैव मे मतम् आस्थितः स हि युक्तात्मा मामेवानुत्तमां गतिम्. Bhagavan talked about the reason why people go astray, do not approach him, do not try to attain him, try to attain that infinite consciousness, try to recognize him in everything as he had indicated. And the reason he said is they get lost and deluded by Maya, the three gunas, the various experiences, the various objects, and when they engage with these things, they get lost and they are not able to walk this path. But there are some people who do uh, come to him, and he says there are four types of such devotees who come to me. One, in utter distress, they come to me, artha. Sometimes they are not in distress, but they want to gain something, artharthi. And sometimes they just want to know, they want knowledge, jignasu. So all these come to me, and all these I consider as my devotees only. All these three want to attain something, either get rid of their distress or want to get something or knowledge. Whereas there is a fourth variety who is a person who has attained that highest knowledge, still he keeps coming to me. Hmm. Means what? That he has attained complete oneness, so he cannot be away from me or apart from me. And that knowledgeable person, Jnani, he is always connected to me, Nityayuktaha, and Eka Bhakti. His devotion is single pointed, and he is devoted to that single without the second, that one. So he has recognized that one reality which is there in everything within his heart also as himself. So, although all these devotees are dear to me, still this Jnani is different. Why? Because he, to say that he is dear to me also is pushing him away. To say that he is very close to me is also saying that he is away from me. Because if it is me myself, then what close? Because even if we say he's very close, which means that also indicates two. But here, Jnani to Atma eva me. And therefore, I can only say he is extremely dear to me and I am extremely dear to him. That mutual love and identification means there is absolute oneness. And this is the greatness of such a Jnani. And about this Jnani and their experience, here he's saying that, oh, so we start off as one of the three, Artha, Jignasu, Artharthi means wanting to get rid of my distress or wanting to attain either knowledge or some objects. So from there only most of the devotees' journey begins, but eventually the idea is also to get connected as a Jnani does. to discover Him in our own hearts, to recognize Him as me and not as this or that. So that is so. Then we say that how long will it take for me to get there? Yes, I start with whatever. Even selfish desire is good enough. Bhagavan says, even then I call them my devotee only, because even for selfish desire they are coming to me. That is important. So he says, still fine. So, okay, I start from there, but how long will it take for me to get there, to get to that oneness, to get to that complete, union, that yoga, to become one? How long will it take? So here, and what is that experience like? So here in the 19th verse, he is saying, what is he saying? Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Samahatma Sudurlabha. You are asking how much time it will take? Bahunam Janmanam Ante. After many lifetimes. Bahunam. Bahu word, not Bahu. Bahu. And the plural of Bahu is Bahunam. Bahunam, many, 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 plural of many. Many itself is indicating so many. Plural of many. Such expressions can be there only in Sanskrit. So many, many. Bahuna. Janvana, lifetimes. Until after Jnanavan, person becomes that knowledgeable one, Mam Prapadyate, and attains me. Oh, so it will take such a long time. There were two devotees. At least they were calling themselves devotees. They were sitting in some forest under a tree and some austerity, something they were practicing. They were remembering Bhagwan, they were doing their sadhana. Once Naradji was passing by. So the one devotee saw Naradji. So Naradji, I know it's not very decent to ask, but still, where are you going? So he said, where will I go? I am going to Vaikuntha, I am going to meet the Lord. Oh, so can you ask Bhagwan, when will I get, I want to attain him, when will I be able to attain? Okay, I will ask. Few steps ahead, other devotee was also. He also requested the same thing. Right. Now, went to Bhagwan. Bhagwan told him whatever. When after some time he was returned. So this devotee asked, Maharaji, when did you ask? He said, of course I asked. Oh, so what did Bhagwan say? About you, actually, Bhagwan said that at least 10 more lifetimes you will take to attain. So his completely face only dropped. Really? 10 lifetimes? Yes, 10 lifetimes. Around 10 lifetimes. That's what he said. Oh, okay. So he rolled up his mat. He said, anyway, I'm not going to get this time. After 10 lifetimes, so that time I will come back. Then I will start my sadhana because anyway after 10. Okay. Enter. Then Naraji saw, what is this? I never asked you to stop your sadhana. You told 10 like I know what I'm doing. Okay. The other person was sitting there. He also asked Naraji, did you get a chance to ask? Said, of course I am. What did Bhagavan say? So he remembered the previous one. So he said, I am feeling a little hesitant to tell you. Will you be able to take it? I said, don't worry, you just tell me. So far away, he saw a big tamarind tree. Tamarind tree has tiny, tiny leaves. So he said, can you see that tamarind tree? I said, yes. So Bhagavan said that as many leaves are there on the tamarind tree, so many lifetimes after that, you will be able to attain. This person, and he was thinking, now what is he going to do? I don't know, as a response to this news. This man started dancing. He started prostrating to Naradaji. He started doing pradakshina around him. He started dancing, singing his glory. Oh God, you are great, you are great, you are great. And Naradaji was wondering, did he not hear properly? No, not the tree, the leaves. I know there's only one tree, but I tell the leaves. Said, yeah, I heard it correctly. That is why I'm saying, no, glory to God. So great. This is so compassionate, Bhagavan is. Well, you're not sad. So many lifetimes. So this devotee said, Naraji, the greatest thing is Bhagavan knows that I am sitting here in some corner. He is aware of someone like this and nothing in some place and doing and remembering him on, doing all this sadhana. He knows of my existence. That itself is a great thing for me. And secondly, he has said after so many, how many other thousands of lifetimes, but he has already blessed me that after so many, I will attain him. So, which means he has not said that I will never attain. That's all. What more do I want? I am very grateful. I am very happy. I feel Bhagwan is here only. And it is at that very moment Bhagwan came, he attained God. Because that complete oneness he could see. He could completely surrender to that. So this Bahunam Janmanam Ante, now how long will it take? We don't know. There is no count. How long? It depends on us. And even if it takes a long time, that time also, how we spend that long time is also important. It is not that it will take so long, okay, then let me sleep. No. For example, in the this maps and all we see, and we say that from here to another place, how long will it take? So it shows, okay, it will take 20 minutes. Okay, I will sit here. After 20 minutes, I will see. Maybe I would have reached. 20 minutes. If I travel in that direction, I will take 20 minutes. Not sitting in my house and after 20 minutes, if I see the thing, I would have reached. No, it's not like that. It is the movement is understood that if you keep moving in this direction, then you will take so much time and you will reach the destination. It is not you sit in one place only, and that is how we also, that is how somewhere in our conversations, distance we have started measuring in time. Units are different. Like, what is the distance? We say in minutes. How far is your house? 10 minutes. So, what does that mean? That I'll meet you in 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm still here only. I have not come to your house. Why? You said your home is 10 minutes away. 10 minutes if you walk, if you move, then 10 minutes. Otherwise, it will be eternity only. Neither your house is going to come to my house, nor my house is moving to your house. You have to move, you have to walk, only then it will happen. Similarly, even if Bhagavan says thousands of lifetimes, that thousands of lifetimes of What am I doing? Not like the first one, take away all your mat. Look, I am going home. I will come after 5 lifetimes. Then I will continue. That won't work. So this Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. Now it should also not be understood as a person who has attained this knowledge will take many lifetimes to attain me. No. The point is the time is taken for preparation. Attainment of knowledge and attainment of the Lord is one and the same. There is no time involved in between. Because the moment I know Bhagavan in his true essence, Jnanam Savijnanam. Once I know, then there is no question of any time spent, any distance further. It is the attainment, instant attainment. Once I have got the knowledge, attainment is done. So there is nothing, but the preparation may take time based on our efforts, based on our past, how we have been living our lives, and how much we have turned ourselves towards the Lord, how fast we are moving towards Him. So, all that we will only be able to say. But what will be such a person's, once attained the Lord, what will be such a person's vision like? What will be such a person's experience like? So, the experience is not again anything limited. That yes, I know Bhagavan is seated in my heart. Yes, not just like that. How is he seeing or recognizing the God? Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Sarvam, everything is Vasudeva. Now, this Vasudeva word also, one meaning of Vasudeva is Bhagavan Shri Krishna. But here we know that Vasudeva's son Vasudeva is not the identity of the Lord when He is giving the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So it is not that particular form that we are talking about. Here, Vasudeva, the word Vasu comes from the root, Sanskrit root, Vas. Vas means to stay, to exist. So that Vasu part means existence. And Deva comes from the root Diva. Diva means to shine, illumine. And that is Deva means consciousness. So Vasudeva means that Satchit Swarupa, existence, consciousness is the nature of him. That existence, consciousness, that supreme reality, I am able to recognize everywhere. When do I recognize everywhere? When I recognize it within. So the first step is I have to recognize that existence consciousness within me as myself. Only then I will be able to recognize it everywhere. It is not possible to recognize this as something as a third person or even a second person. It has to be in first person. And then when I open my eyes, look around, I see only that. And this also, we have spoken earlier that whatever my identification is, that is how I look at the world also. The way I am identified. Whatever part of me I am identified with most, that is what I observe in the world also. So if I'm identified with my looks, then I observe looks only everywhere. The world, whole world, I look at how everything looks. Thing, people, everything, the place, everything. If I identify a lot with even within the looks, there are certain aspects of myself. I say that I am very proud of my eyes. My eyes are so beautiful, like lotus petals. I feel. Who says so? I only say. Nobody else says. I only say because when nobody else praises, I praise myself. What can I do? So I am very obsessed with the beauty of my eyes. Now, when I look at people, I am only looking at eyes. Everybody's eyes, not as beautiful as mine. Not good. What is this tiny, tiny? What is this such big, big eyes? Mine is like lotus petal, yours is like lotus flower only. Full. What is that? So I'm obsessed with that. Sometimes it is not even part of the body, sometimes something outside of the body. I'm so obsessed with my car. So I look at cars only. I am so identified with my phone. I look at phones only. Which model is this? Which is what are these features? How does it look? How heavy is it? How light is everything? I am only looking at and thinking about that. If I am very obsessed with my clothing, then where did you get this from? And this is nice material. Where did you get this from? This design is very good. Is it block printed or is it? This is fabric painting. So very nice. Handmade sari, very nice. Very good. So, so everything, whatever we are obsessed with. Sometimes I'm obsessed with my hairstyle. I am not, but then. But in school, college, I used to be extremely. This all used to pain. Why? Because I was trying to make those two strands of hair sit down. And with that, so much of pain used to be there. I used to spend 2 hours in front of the mirror. It will not sit on only. I put whatever Fevicol I have not put so far, but so many things. I put everything, and after some time, I said, "Tongue!" It will again stand up. What to do? And then I realized that nobody is looking at me only. It really doesn't make any difference. But when I look into the mirror only, I feel very conscious. Because when I feel conscious, then I look at everybody's hair. Hair is so nice. This hair is so nice. So I am looking at that because it is within me. It is that that is where I am. Same way, subtler parts also. If I identify with my feelings, with my emotions and all, I say that no, I'm a very loving person. I'm a very calm person. I'm a very enthusiastic person. Whatever. So if I relate to that part in me, then I will look at the world also in that way only, and evaluate the world, classify the world in that sense only. Then looks will not matter, possessions will not matter, it is the emotions that will matter. Similarly, if it is the intellect that I am identified within me, then I will examine everyone and start classifying everyone based on the intellect only. Then emotions will not matter, looks will not matter, nothing will matter. It is only based on the intellect. I say this person is very intelligent. So, and the way we will talk about people also will be based on what I am identified with. So if I'm identified with the body, I'm seeing the body. If I'm identified with the mind, I'm seeing the mind. If I'm identified with the intellect, I'm seeing the intellect. If I'm identified with something beyond the body, mind, and intellect, the very self, then what will I see? Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. I will see that only. If I'm identified with the body, I'm seeing the body, and body level, there is difference. There is variety. Mind level, there is difference. Intellect level, there is difference. Self level, no difference. Because there's only one self. So then what I see, self in me is the self in all. And when I start experience Vasudeva Sarvam Iti, that is the experience of the realized master, the one who has attained the Lord, who has not only got the knowledge but also the experience, not only got the information but also the insight. He is written in Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Such a person, Saha Mahatma, such a person is a Mahatma. Now, Mahatma is not a name or a title that we are talking about. Mahatma, the word means the one who is not narrow minded, the one whose outlook has become expansive, not just expansive, it has become all inclusive. That kind of an outlook, one who has such a person is called Mahatma. So, accommodating everything within Mahatma. And such a person, Sudurlabha. Durlabha means rare. Sudurlabha means very rare to find such a person, to be able to attain this. Because Bahunam Janam, it needs so much of sadhana, so much of self purification. application on this path, discipline, everything. So all that while following, getting deeper and deeper within me. And once I get established in that experience of the self, then I see everything as the self only. And such a Mahatma, such a person who has grown to accommodate everything within himself. So Durlabha, very, very rare. Now, in this reference, again we go to that third verse. Uh, Among thousands of people in this universe, there are very few who walk this path. And among thousands who walk this path, there is hardly anyone who attains. That is why Durlabha, Sudurlabha, very rare to find such a person. Bhagavan, you again and again keep telling that such people are very rare, very rare, very rare. Why? Why are they rare? This is such a straightforward logic. Why can't people just, walk this path, attain you? It is so, sounds so straightforward. Why are people not able to attain? I said, Arjun, I told you already. Daivi, Yesha, Gunamayi, Mama Maya, my Maya. Very strong, Duratyaya, difficult to cross over. So, how does that Maya also work? So, he is saying here, कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्तेऽन्यदेवताः तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया. Because everyone swaya prakritya niyataha, they are all guided by their own nature. Nature means the habitual pressures on their personality, also called as vasanas, the prakriti. Whatever they have made choices in the past, it has created a pattern inside them. Then that pattern only naturally people are following. Swaya prakritya niyataha. Okay, so what happens? Taihi taihi kamaihi, because of different various types of desires. See, desires, everyone does not have desire for the same thing. Everyone has their own set of desires. It may be sometimes overlapping, but then it is generally what I desire may not be desired by someone else. What I consider, something attractive, others may not consider to be so attractive. So there will be differences. Based on each one's desires. But what is common? The commonality is ignorance. I don't feel fulfilled within myself. I feel incomplete. That incompleteness is common. But because of that incompleteness, I want to fulfill myself with what I choose to fulfill myself. That object or experience will be different. So, taihi kamaihi, because of these, under the influence of these desires, what happens? Hritajnana, their knowledge, their wisdom is as though snatched away because of this desire. And it is our day to day life. It is not necessary to read here. We know it. When we have an intense desire for something, we don't think straight. Immediately, we start justifying why it is required to fulfill this desire. We will not think about whether it is needed or not, whether it is to be pursued or not, whether it will be helpful or harmful. I don't think objectively about anything. I just say I want it. So then I start thinking about why is it important to do it. How is it necessary? And then I can easily justify. For intelligent beings, I can justify. This is important. Therefore, and we do it very often. We do it morning when we want to get up, but then we don't get up in the morning. We can justify. You see. Oh, today it's a long day ahead. So better sleep for half an hour. So after that, the whole day you have to work very hard. Better sleep. You should listen to the body also sometimes. Don't be very okay. And then in the morning, our guards have not yet come up. Right? Oh yeah, I think it is true. Let me sleep. Not half an hour, 2 hours later, I'll get up. What happened? Oh, I got late. I got late. I got late. Now what? Japa cancel. Puja cancel. Anything related to God cancel. Why? Because he's still standing there. He will be, if the even evening when I come back also, he'll be still there only. Not to worry. But breakfast I should have, because that is very important. I can't skip anything else in the routine, but all sadhana got first casualty because of my delay. So the when something I am obsessed with, I can easily justify. I feel that this I want, then I can justify that I want, and I can convince myself. It's so easy, fooling myself. Morning, noon, and night we do this. Hritajnanaha, all our wisdom as though is gone away. And so, what happened to you? Why can't you think? Others we can say. But when it comes to us, then they have to tell us. What happened to you? Why can't you think straight? I am thinking straight only. What is there? This is required only. I know what I am doing. And then after that, when I come out of that influence of the desire, then I'll ask them, okay, why did you not stop me from that? I say, I tried to stop you, but then you refused to listen to me. Hritajnanaha. Because that desire is so very strong that at that time nothing works. All our wisdom, all our knowledge, all Bhagavad Gita verses, nothing that time. I may use these verses to justify that I want to fulfill my desire. Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Everything is God only. Pillow is God only. I am just hugging God and sleeping. I am cutting myself off from this whole world. I am going with it. Vasudeva Sarvam. I am such a rare Mahatma. I don't find God only in the altar. I find Him even on my bed. Very nice. And it feels so convincing. So all that wisdom and all is taken away, snatched away as though from us because of that desire. Hritajnanaha prapadyante anya devata. And in order to fulfill those desires, they go to Anya Devata. This is a very interesting concept. Anya Devata means considering that this work, if you want to get done, go there. Your job will be done. You go. So many people you'll find just go and tell my name. Your job will be done. So we rely on so many such people, and it is at different levels. From the cosmic level also, I have specific devatas, and there are people who keep doing this. We also may do sometimes. So when I want good health, I will pray to Hanumanji. I want good health. But when I sit to eat, take out Hanumanji, Ganesh. Because when I sit to eat, I look like him on this morning. So then I won't have guilt. Give food like you, and may I be able to eat like you only. Thank you very much. So different devatas I have. And I use these devatas as agents for giving me different things. I have to pass in my exam. Now, where is Saraswati? Bring her out. Bring her out of that suitcase, Saraswati. Now, for 1 week, she will be on my table. Why? Exam time. So let me finish that. Then we will send her back into the thing. Everything. We are using them as one supply agent. I want this, so you do this. I want this. And then we are ready to take up all that, it is that you have to do this, you have to do this kind of anushthan, and you have to do this kind of prayers and this kind of ritual, and you have to stand upside down and do. I will do everything. I will do. Ready for doing that. Or with something very, very, fascinating for us, astrology. Otherwise, we will never believe. But at times, suddenly something will happen. What are the position of the planets? Tell me. This planet is very favorable towards you, and this planet is looking at you with a vakra drishti is there. You will have trouble. Oh, now what to do? You have to do this discipline. You should not eat for 40 Mondays. You don't eat. Okay, I will do that. You should not do this. You should do this. Everything, all disciplines. I am ready to go through. Why? I want to attain that silly little thing. It is not wrong, but the point is for the attainment, what am I going to get at the end of it? Something so little, so limited. The hard work I have to put is the same only. So Bhagwan with love, we say that okay, you get up early and take Bhagwan's name. Okay, I will take. Whenever I get time, I will take. But such kind of things, if somebody says, if you do this, brother, Navaratri fast you have to do. Then Devi will give you special powers. I want special powers. What power? You will be able to read everybody's mind. I want such kind of thing. Useless things we want. What will we do reading others' mind? We don't even know what is happening in our own mind. Already there is enough garbage inside. And then we want to get from others also the same thing. I want to see everybody's garbage. Why? But such kind of things are fascinating. I want to do this, I want to do this. And all these disciplines I follow. Tam tam niyamam asthaya. I follow all those uh, rules and disciplines that are prescribed for that fulfillment of those specific desires. I want promotion in the office. I want to win some election. I want to do anything. I want wealth. Lakshmi, you have to do Mahalakshmi, Maha Mantra is there, very secret. That you should do. Okay. Every day, 3 o'clock you have to get up. And then you have to do this 1000 times japa you have to do before eating anything. Okay, I will do. For that I will do. But Bhagavan is saying, okay, let's spend some time every day. Very busy. How much? So for him we won't do. Because not understanding the value, not understanding the depth of it, not understanding that once I attain him, everything is attained. There is nothing more to remains to be attained. It is this principle is not against making any worldly progress. It is not about it. Worldly prosperity is not opposed here, but the point is the hard work that it takes is the same in both cases, but the attainments are very different. So for something very limited, we are ready to take up so much of things. And then Bhagavan says that all this tam tam niyamam asthaya prakritya niyata swaya, they keep on doing, practicing these disciplines. There they will not say how long, how many days more I have to do, how many days I have got over, all those things. They will keep doing because that limited result somehow inspires. But infinite result we can't comprehend. So we say infinite is just a word for us. But something limited, we immediately get inspired, and I want to attain that, and therefore I am ready to take up all difficult practices also, and I do. But what really happens? Bhagavan says that nobody knows. What happens? How does it get fulfilled? Does it get fulfilled? Yes, it does get fulfilled. But how? So he's saying in the 21st verse, Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktah श्रद्धयार्चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्याचलां श्रद्धाम् तामेव विदधाम्यहम् सतया श्रद्धया युक्तः तस्याराधनमीहते लभते च ततः कामान् मयैव विहितान् हितान्. Now, these jivas, these ignorant individuals who have these desires and for the sake of fulfilling these desires are ready to take up all different disciplines also and are pursuing that fulfillment of that desire. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktah. Yam yam tanum yah yah bhaktah. The one who is the those people who are devotees of whichever form of that Lord, or whichever different power centers. Even in the world, we have such power centers. It is not just those cosmic deities and all that we are talking about. Even in the world. So this is no, this person is a very influential person. So go to him, your job will be done. So that fascinates us more. You go, this is a very strong politician. You go to him, your job will be done. So for fulfilling our desires, you go to these are also power centers in the world. So in the universe, the divine, the gods, etc., devatas, etc., that is one. Another is also in the world. There are some devatas. Any particular department I need work done, then the officer of that department is that devata. I have to go and propitiate him. So there will be a process that you have to send your application. You have to come here, and then you stand there. Then they, whenever they call, you go there, and then they'll say, okay, these all papers are there. Okay, now you submit. Go away. Then go, and then when should I come? We will tell you. Then keep waiting. Then some email will come. Your documentation is not proper, rejected. Then again go, again say, okay, please help me. Then again they will make you go through everything. So for attaining in the worldly level also, there are such centers of power where we approach and are ready to fulfill all the rules and take up all these disciplines in order to fulfill my desire. Or the third one, within me also. Devatas means these senses, the thoughts in my mind, etc. So I feel I want to fulfill this. I feel I want to feel happy. So this devata will make me happy sometimes. So I see sometimes this devata will make me happy. Sometimes this devata will make me happy. Sometimes this devata will make me happy. So all different devatas. And so I want this happiness. So go to this devata. Go to this devata. So I am going to these all. These are also power centers within us. Very difficult to you know, refuse. I want to see this. I have to see. Can't help it. Some uh, sensual pleasure, the senses become the devata. Through that, I have to have that so that I feel fulfilled. various layers. We know this. So, whoever, these all different types of devotees of these different power centers, whether it is within, whether it is in the world, whether it is in the cosmic realm, Shraddhaya Architum Ichhati. One thing common about these people is even they are pursuing something very small for the sake of fulfillment of a small desire, they are also pursuing with Shraddha, faith. It is faith only. With faith only we, uh, you know, pursue anything. So if even if I have to go and follow a standard procedure for my application for anything, some work I want to get done, I need some permission or something. For that I put an application. I have to follow that procedure with the faith that it will be granted if I follow whatever is written. So I follow all the rules with the faith that once I follow this, it will be granted to me. So Shraddhaya Architum Ichhati, and I'm doing Marchana only for them. Whatever they say, to say, why are you standing here? Okay, I'll sit down. Why are you sitting here? Okay, I'll stand up. Whatever you say, I will do. Why? I want this work done. Whatever, all disciplines I'm ready to follow. Even if they sound sometimes ridiculous, but you have to do it. Shraddhaya. So much of faith is there. But where does that faith come from? Do we know? Do we know who it is? Do we know that the person or that power that will grant us? Do we even know who it is? We don't know. We go and follow it. We see some document, we just follow the rules. Do we know who is at the other end? We don't even know. We invest our complete, our all our energy, our time, etc., without knowing. There is faith, but where is this faith coming from? Bhagavan is saying, Tasya tasya achalam shraddham tam eva vidadami aham. I grant that faith to them. So you want to propitiate other centers of power, other paths you want to follow, other demigods you want to worship, and you want to attain your small desired objects or experiences. I will help you even in that. I only give that faith. Tasya tasya achalam shraddham, that unshakable faith. Aham vidadhami. I give, I grant. So that you can even pursue that path. For that also, I empower you. Ahameva vidadhamya. Sataya Shraddhaya Yukta, that devotee with Taya Shraddhaya Yukta, with that faith, endowed with that faith, Tasya Aradhana Mihate. He continues his pursuit, he continues propitiating that powerful person or God with endowed with that faith, because without faith any pursuit is not possible. Even taking one step without faith is not possible. So that faith which is granted by that Lord only, the devotee keeps pursuing, or the desirer of objects or experiences keeps pursuing that path, goes towards that power center, and once he keeps doing that, labhate cha tatah kama, his desire gets fulfilled if he follows through all the disciplines. He gets it, but he gets it from where? Mayaiva Vintanita, granted by me. So the faith needed to pursue that path also I only grant, and the fulfillment of that desire also I only grant. But what is he thinking? He is thinking to go to this place, it will be done. Now, reading this, sometimes we may feel that is it not, you know, So does that mean, do you mean to say that you just say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna and all your desires will be fulfilled? So should we not go to the doctor, or should we not go to the, you know, any person, go into the shops or anything? Should I not go to any of these people? I just sit down and say Krishna, 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 everything will be done. It's not that way. The point is for me to have faith, for me to have the ability to pursue, and for me to even receive that desired object and enjoy it. What is most essential? The most essential is that if that consciousness, that touch of life only is not there, then none of this is going to be possible. So it is blessed by that touch of life, because of which everything is running. That only I ignore. It is like if I get lost in the in a gadget, let us say a phone. I get so lost in the phone, the way it looks, the way it feels in the hand, and inside all its features and its different applications and various functions that it performs. All that I get so fascinated by that. Uh, But if I ignore the very fact that all this is running because of that electricity, without charging, none of it is useful. Then it becomes a paperweight only after that. It's no more a phone. It's no more a gadget. It's a paperweight. It's just you put there. That's all. The only charging that makes it function. So to acknowledge that. So who is giving the ability for it to switch on? Who is giving the ability to run different applications? Who is giving the ability to be productive or counterproductive, whichever way? What is it that is empowering that gadget? That empowering source, that electricity, I need to acknowledge and include in my equation. But do I look at it also that? So similarly, if I am pursuing everything, how are you pursuing? I am following certain disciplines. How are you following disciplines? Where does the faith come from? Where does the strength come from? Where does this perseverance come from? And how does the desire get fulfilled also? It's a mystery. How do we know? So many people are trying. Few people succeed, people don't. Why? What is so different? So there is an aspect which is unseen, but that is what is the foundational aspect. But if we don't acknowledge it, if we don't include it in the equation, then there is something amiss. There is something wrong with that whole consideration. So therefore, he's saying, I am only granting of this. Labhate cha tata kaman. Their wish is granted by me. Mayaiva vihitani. But they don't look at that aspect. They are still engaged in only what they can see and what they are pursuing, what they think, and because of that, they are lost in that limited world only and miss out the foundation which is infinite. So once I get connected to that infinite source, then all this is all inclusive in that. So that is what we will conclude with. So we'll take it up. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम